Hello, welcome to my channel. Victoria here. A special welcome to our new subscribers. Thank you for joining the team of knitters. I welcome you especially. Thank you for loving Aboki Knits and being part of this community. And a special gratitude to my channel members, subscribers, Just Joanne and Anas Amikebo. Thank you so much for supporting Aboki Knits. Thank you for loving Aboki Knits and giving in all your support. I do appreciate your love. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I don't take it for granted. And I hope you will enjoy the benefits of being the channel members. Yes, so and I encourage those that have joined the channel membership, please. There is a button just tells you join. It's a fee, a little fee, but you enjoy some benefits. I do invite you to join the channel membership as a way of also supporting me. Thank you so much. And today we are going to do a tutorial of a vest. I think I've never done this before, so it's an Pinterest inspired vest design. It's going to have some bit of lace, but the hand manipulated lace. I already did a sample here of how the lace is going to be. Just has these V's climbing up, as you can see. So let's get into that tutorial. So I've cast on 65 this side and 66 this side. Whatever you will do, make sure that you pick up according to your size. So this is the particular size I'm making, and I'm working it in tension 7 using the usual acrylic yarn, the Robin 100% that I always do. So let's get into the tutorial. You turn euro counter into 00, and you're first going to work on a rib of 30 rows, on a band of 30 rows, sorry. After knitting your first row, you hang your comb. The reason for hanging the comb is so that your work doesn't jump off the needles. After the 15, you increase tension 10, knit 1 row, return to tension 7 and knit more 15 rows. So just in case you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please, I encourage you to subscribe and give me a thumbs up for the videos, the tutorials that you always watch and you find helpful. It encourages me. Thank you. So I've started with the back part of the vest. We are going to do the back part and the two fronts, which are the ones which are going to be having the lace manipulated design, hand manipulated design. So if you want it plain, you can do plain without the pattern. If you want the pattern, you can follow through this tutorial. It still produces the same thing. So let me know what you think as we knit along. If you don't want to do the hand manipulated lace, you can use the punch card lace. If your machine has that punch card, I have a tutorial of how to do punch lace design. You have to have a specific card for the lace and the lace carriage in your machine. So after that, knit 1 row. Now we are going to get into the body. Return my row counter to 00. So we are going to knit straight up to 180. So I've knitted up to 160, and right now I'm going to cast off 10 needles this side, straight 10 needles, and also 10 needles the other side. So after casting off the other 10 the other side, you knit across one row, and then you cast off as well this side, 10 needles at once, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll rest this in the 11th needle. Okay. Now I'm going to reset my row counter to 0, 0. So this upper side now we are after shaping the armhole, we are going to knit 100, but there is a way we are going to shape and create a curve on this armhole after every 2 needles. So I'll knit 2 rows. Created a tail, I'll cut that off. So using my 3-ended transfer tool, I'll pick up 2 stitches and reduce this side as well as this side. I reduce a stitch. So if you don't want to use that 3-headed transfer tool, you can use the 1-headed transfer tool, one side. So after that, we are going to do that reduction 5 times after every 2 rows. 4 times, and reduce that 50 times. So now after that, I'm going to knit straight up to 90, row counter 90. So you need straight up to 100, not 90. Sorry about that. You need straight up to after reducing. You see, the reduction kind of brings this pattern here. Just love the design it leaves there. So you need straight up to 100 there, and cast off. So here the back part is done. I started with a band of 30 rows, 15, 15. I knitted straight up to 160, and then cast off both sides 10 stitches, and then did a reduction of 5 stitches after every 2 rows, both sides. And now after that I knitted 100 up to row counter 100. It was an addition of 10 rows of 90 rows, sorry. So when your row counter is reading 100, and then you cast off, and there the back part is done. So after this, we are going to be working on the front, which has the lace design. So if you're working along, go on ahead. This size you can adjust to your body size. If you've been a knitter and you've made a sweater before, you can adjust to the measurements. So in case you fall into this particular size, well and good, go on and use these very measurements. But if not, you can really adjust it to your particular measurements. I'll not tell you this is a size medium, size large, or what. Yeah, it's just the number of needles. I usually measure with my eyes. So yes, so go on ahead, cast off, and we shall be starting on the front part afterwards. So just in case you've joined us on this video, please, since you've watched up to this end, I really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel. Yes, show me some love. Subscribe to this channel because I realized in the analytics there are more people who watch and have not subscribed. Come on, subscribe. Leave a comment for whichever video that you watch and you need elaboration or some clarity. If I can, I'll really respond to you as soon as possible. In case you have something for me, let me know. And in case you do a piece of work and you want to share with me, we have the community tab. It is for everyone. Please join the community tab, it is free. Share on the posts. Yes, you can share posts of the work you've done. In case you don't have Instagram or where you want to tag me, that is a community for each one of us. You can just post there your work. I'll be able to see it. Yes, thank you. So here the back part is done, you can see. So we are going to get started onto the front. Okay. So I've already worked on the first front part and did the band already. This is the pattern. And I'm going to show you how I've done this. It's so easy and simple. All you need is your transfer tool of a single head. Now, because this is the right, it's on the right breast, so I'm going to work the one on the left breast. How it is, you can see there's a part which is free, no design, so the design tends to be on the other side. Now here, meaning my design is going to be more of this side and this part is going to be free. So to begin with, I skipped 10 needles, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then in this one, the 11th one, I created a 1 by I skipped to do a 2, you can see this here. I skipped 10, then did a 2 by 2, a 2 by 1, sorry. Left two needles at the front, and these are 2, and then skipping 1. So these are the 2, and then skipping 1. Then after that, I skipped 3 to come into the design where I left 9 needles, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Then on this other one I removed it to have the space, then the 3, then the 2, 2. So basically this here where the 9 is, it's the part where I'm forming this V-lace handy manipulated. So I left 9 10. Okay, let me see if I can just it. I hope you're able to see that. So I left 10 needles. I created a 1 by 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2. Then I skipped 3. I left 3 needles and did a 1. Here I did 9 and then left created an empty needle. Here there are 9, then created an empty needle. And here I have 3. An empty needle here and 2, like the same way I did this. So in between here, the pattern where we're working the V stitch, this here, there are 9 needles. So what you have to do is to always push this in the front. These ones will remain in the resting position. Nothing is going to be done on them. And I've already worked on the band, which we did at the beginning when I was working on the back part of 30 rows. And here I have done 35, 36. Yes, I've done 35, 36 needles. So this is just going to be empty because it's where we need the space to be for this particular one. So whichever way you choose to come up with a design, this is how I've managed to manipulate this. So after now these I pushed them in the front because I want them to knit and create the hole. If you push them at the back, they'll just create those other holes, these ones. But if you push it back, it knits and there's a way it works out. So let me show you. I'm going to knit 2 rows, 2 rows. Then all my work mainly is going to be here where these 2 holes are. So I go into the next needle, transfer it to inward, and also the next one I transfer it inward, and I push them back so that they knit. I knit 2 rows. So basically that's what I'm going to keep doing until I reach the point of shaping the armhole. So you keep reducing inward of the next needle. Yeah, knit 2 rows. So now my inward here has 3 needles. So it has 3 needles, and I'm going to put all these 2 outward onto the center needle and then push the other empty needles in front so that they can knit and do 2 rows. So after those 2 rows, I'm going to knit straight up 10 rows. So to begin on the next transfer shape for this particular one, I have to skip my first 3 needles and I go to the 4th needle, transfer it inward. The same this side, transfer it inward, then push it back so that it knits. I knit 2 rows, go to the next one, transfer it inward, transfer that stitch inward, push the needles at the front, and then you continue. You knit 2 rows. Do the same. And then have all the 3 on one needle. So after that, you knit straight 10 rows. Okay, then I repeat the same. I skip the 3 transfer onto the fourth, from the fourth to the inward next one, knit 2 rows. So I do the transfer in, push the needles at the front, knit 2 rows, repeat the same. So you might want to pause to redo this video if you have not understood, but it's so easy. The part is just playing here in the middle. So do 10 rows straight up. I think I made a mistake. I've corrected it, yeah. So knit the 10 rows, then repeat the pattern. Now I've reached 160 where I'm supposed to start shaping off here. Let me first do this part and then cast off the 10 needles because this continues. So I cast off the 10 needles just as I did here, so as to shape the armhole, and you see how the pattern continues. Yeah. So now I'm first going to take this side to be an excess of 1 row. Then I have to take this back to 0 0 because now I'm counting on the upper part after after shaping the armhole, where I'm going to knit 100 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to dress it up into this other next one and push this away. Okay, so here it's a bit tricky, but I want to maintain my design and also do the reductions here. So here the reductions are done after every 4 rows. Okay, here I do after every 2 rows, and here remember I have to reduce to shape, so you have to bear that all in mind. So after that 2 rows, I have to shape here. Then go back and reduce here. Here I still have 2 rows. Then go back where I have the 2 rows now and reduce again. Here I'm basing on the row counter to reduce here. So far there are 3. When I take this side, I have to reduce as well as reduce here. So when I go back this side, I reduce here along, because that's when I was reducing every time I would pass along. So you bear in mind that whole confusion. Yeah, but just go slow and it will work out. Okay, just go slow and it will work out. So as you can see here, when I continued, somehow the pattern kept on reducing. So yeah, when I come this side, I have to reduce this, and when I go this side, I have to reduce this here. When I come this side now, when there are 4 rows, I reduce here and also reduce this. So I'm just going to leave 2 rows running here, and the design pattern, which is just about here, also running, and that is no more reductions there. And then when I come back this side, I now have to knit 10 rows straight up, but bearing in mind that I have to reduce here. Okay, so here just kind of change. So I'm going to reduce now because it's 10 rows that I've knitted, and I'm going to reduce to our design now. So the row counter is going to help me count here and here. After 2 rows, I reduce here. So here I'm reducing after the 4 rows, and here I'm reducing after the 2 rows. So now after I pull all the needles to the working position, because I have 98, so I knit the last 2 rows with all the needles in the working position, and then I cast off. So this is how the front part of the vest looks like. Now after this, I'm going to show you how you can do the rib. We are not doing buttons on the rib, it's just a buttonhole, sorry, on the rib. It's going to be strings, which is the I-cord. I already have a video for making the I-cord, the I-string, the string that you can tie. So I'm going to link it in the description below, so you can You can follow it up and see how I did it. I'm just going to show you when I have how to do the band. I've already I've already done the front one part of the right. Since this is the left, I'm also going to put, and then after we do the one for the neck behind, so that, and after you shall do the armhole band. Now to do this band, it is a solid one as this one is. Okay, I'm putting all the needles onto the needle bed from point 80 to point 80. That is the length it's going to be. So this side at point 80, and then you feed in all the needles. I make sure I don't skip needles, so just draw this close by. With my row counter 00, my tension 7, I'll need, I need to go damage somewhere, but it's fine, it's knitting. So I'm going to knit 20, a total of 40 for the band. Just move that first one. Okay, behave. Increase to tension 10, knit 1 row, take back to tension 7 and knit 20 rows. So with my transfer tool, I'm going to pick up these stitches and join them back to the needle so that I form the band. If you're a beginner, it's your first time to start knitting, I have many beginner-friendly tutorials that you can start with, just to get you used, even how to set up your machine. You can go back from the very beginning when I started making tutorials, and see how easy you can go through. I also have a tutorial on how to cast on and how to cast off. Yes, it can help you to get used to your machine. You can check them out. So after that, you need to unroll and cast off. So go on ahead and do that. I'm going to meet you up when we are working on so for the band, the neck band and the armhole. So go on ahead, cast off. This is the band, the left side band that I've finished working on. Did 20 rows, a total of 40 rows. Then after you cast off with your latch hook, I finished joining this part, so just working on joining this very one. I just pick up the both stitches and put stitches for both pieces, the front and the back, and feed them into the needles. Always make sure that the needles you pick out for the first part are always the same with the second one, so you don't have to go extra needles. Just have to be cautious so that one shoulder is not wider than the other, so make sure you keep the same number of needles. If there is a slight difference, at least 2 or 3, but not so big. Okay. Knit 1 row, tension 6, and cast off. So after this, we are going to I'm going to work on the band, on the neck band. It's the same way as I did this front one. So I'm just putting back the stitches here of this neck part. I'm going to do that offline. You will see when I'm done. So I'm just going to put this piece back onto the machine, and I need the stitches onto the machine, and I add on this band like the one at the front. So you can look at my videos of how I did the cardigans, the baby sweaters. It's the same way, just it's the same way. So please go on and watch that in case it is your first time and you're not sure what I'm going to do, but it's what I've told you. Just picking up the stitches of the back of the neck, which is the neck, and putting them back onto the machine, knitting the band that we had done earlier, and then cast off. So from there, I'll show you how, from there we are going to work on the armhole and join the sides. What we are doing is the finishing, so almost our vest is ready. So I'm picking these stitches, put them back onto the machine, knit the 40 rows, and then return and then work on the armhole. So go on ahead and do that, and we shall meet. So for the neck, for the armhole, I've already done this side. It's still the same way as we did the band. So you put back the armhole part onto the machine, right from center. Make sure that this point here and this point here are needle points the same here. I've done 70 and 70. Make sure that they are the same so that you have an equal measurement. Yeah. And in tension 7, I'm going to knit 20 rows, 10, 10, making it a total of 20. Increase tension 10, knit 1 row, return to tension 7, and knit 10 rows. So with the transfer tool, you pick up the stitches, return them to the needle bed so that you join the band, and that is it. So after this, we are going to join the sides and then attach the I-cord, and our sweater vest will be ready. So if you haven't subscribed, please go on ahead and subscribe. If you want to support, you can send a super chat, a super thanks, just in the comment section below. Whichever way you choose to support Abokinet, I'd be very grateful. My mind is boiling with ideas on what to bring, what my next story will be. So join the community, and you'll be the first one to receive the updates of what I'll be making next. So like that, videos. Hit the notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Sorry, I got some bit of cough and my voice has kind of changed. If you noticed, there's been some time from the last time I was working here and today, change of clothes. So yeah, but I'll be fine. Yes. So this is how the vest has turned out to be. I went on ahead and worked on the I-cord right on the inside, so you can just bring it out if you want, and you tie a knot just to bring it closer. Yeah. Worked on the band, joined up the side and also this band, and here the design is. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. The back is plain like we did it. It's just plain, no design at the back. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.